Many of you out there have asked me for more salad, so I've got a goodie for you. This is my chicken, seed and bean salad, full of protein, and it's low carb because I'm not using any pasta or potatoes in this recipe. Now over here I've just been grilling some beans, standard beans. I've just given them a good wash, and I like to do this sometimes because I want to keep the beans really crunchy, but I also want them to have a smoky flavour. So this is what you do: get a grill, get it really hot, and you can do this on the barbecue too, and constantly turn them until they start to blacken slightly. Now I'm going to take them out now, and these have been grilling for about 5 minutes. I don't want to cook them any longer because I want them to hold their crunch. So I'll place them into a bowl over here. And I'm going to leave the grill on because I'm going to get the chicken on straight away. This is a really fast salad, a salad that you can have for a dinner option or a lunch option. Now I'm using chicken thighs with the skin on. I think the skin is the best part of this because it will go really crispy. A little bit of vegetable oil, just a small amount, and a good pinch of salt. And I'm just going to toss the chicken just in its container here, so it's lightly covered in that oil. Skin side first onto a hot grill. Once again, you can do this on the barbecue, and you can use chicken breast if you like. If you're going to use chicken breast, be careful not to overcook it. All right, last one can go in, and we'll keep an eye on this. It's going to cook for at least 2 minutes on the skin side so it starts to blister and go golden brown. Now let's get onto the dressing. This dressing would have to be in my top 5. 1 big bunch of coriander. Don't be stingy on the coriander for this dressing. I'm going to leave the roots on, and I'm also leaving the stalk because there is so much flavour in here. So just with a knife, I'll just get rid of the little hairy tail there, but everything else is going in the blender. So I'll cut this into 4, and then into my blender goes our herbs. And now when you're using a stand-up blender like this, it's always recommended to add a little bit of liquid at the beginning. So I'm going to use a lot of lime for this recipe. 3 limes. I'll cut them in half. And I'm going to squeeze the lime juice directly into the blender. So all of this juice is going to go down to the bottom. It'll catch when it starts to blend and help move all the ingredients in the blender. And 2 more. Do a double hander here, and that's the lime done. Now for a little bit of ginger. I'm just going to chop the ginger roughly because I'm going to let the blender do all the work, and we need some sweetness in this dressing, so a good tablespoon of brown sugar. I like to use brown sugar because it's going to give it a slight caramel flavour, and some sesame oil, so a drizzle of sesame oil, and another pinch of salt. Now before I start blending this, let's have a look at this chicken. Oh, it's looking good. See how this is blistered up and I've got some grill marks on that skin? That's what we're looking for. So flip over and we'll continue cooking that chicken. Now I'm going to blend this sauce, and once I start to get a paste, I'm going to drizzle in the rest of this vegetable oil. My sauce is ready to go. I've got the chicken cooked and it's resting. I'm going to give this salad a little bit of a kick with some chilli, a green chilli. They've got a slight sweetness to them too. So I'm going to add 3/4 of this chilli that I'm finely slicing into rounds. They can go in with our charred beans. I'm using some chives also, and I'm going to cut these into 3-centimetre battens instead of finely chopping these. Also, texture is important, so for a bit of crunch, some pine nuts that I've toasted, a good handful of those can go in, and some pepitas. You can use any different seed that you like. I love the crunch of the pepitas. Some black sesame seeds also for the colour. I'm going to add a little bit now and just reserve some for later, just for the garnish on top, and some fried shallots. So we have the crunchiness covered, so now we need a little bit of softness or some smoothness, and that comes from some avocado. I don't mind if this avocado gets a little bit crushed in this salad. It's actually going to help make this sauce a little bit creamy. So I'll flip that avocado over, and I'm just going to cut this into squares. That can go in. In actual fact, I'm going to use the whole avocado for this. And we'll scoop this large bit out. And again, we'll chop that up. Perfectly ripe, look at that. Gorgeous. Now for our chicken. I am going to cut my chicken into large chunks. Skin and all can go in. So cut them into cubes. If the skin falls off, no problems. It goes all into the salad. A few more pieces. This salad will feed 4 people or 2 very, very hungry individuals. Fabulous. And now time for our dressing. That smell is addictive. You must put this dressing in your repertoire. It goes with chicken, I did say that before, but it also goes with prawns. I've done this recipe with prawns. It can also go with some grilled fish and also lots of different vegetables. Now we can toss this. So just distribute that dressing, crush up the avocado a little bit. You know, it looks a little bit messy, but it tastes so good. Now I'm going to plate this up with a little bit of cos. I like cos because it's crunchy, so I'm going to just dress the plate like that, fan them out, and then a generous portion of this salad can go in the middle. A few more big servings, pile it up, and then just to finish off, don't forget a few more of those black sesame seeds can go over the top. I've got a few of those crunchy pine nuts, so I will add them too. This salad is light, it's fresh, and it's very good for you.